Hey guys, Tom Wylie here, and I've had a lot of interest in the vlogging rig that I use. So basically, what we have here, I'm going to get rid of the cords just so it's easier to see stuff. So basically, this is an iPhone 8 Plus. It releases from this mount with that screw up there, so I'll just take it off. This is the Wylie ST03. See if you can see that. Wylie ST03, and that's in the document that I'll send. It folds up. This top folds also, so it folds up really flat. It's a really cool mount, solid aluminum. I really like it. It has a hidden Arca Swiss dovetail mount here. So what's really awesome is that I can take off the plate that came with this Arca Swiss ball head and just use this iPhone mount adapter thing. I can just slide it right into an Arca Swiss base, tighten it up, and it's good to go. So that is cool. You don't need the additional plate. So I can put this on another camera or something else, put it on my bottom of my GoPro or whatever, and then I have this bonus where I can multitask things back and forth easily. So I really like that. It's an integrated Arca Swiss mounting plate there. Also integrated in the top of it is a cold shoe mount. Or cold shoe, hot shoe, same thing. And that's basically this kind of thing, where it's a similar dovetail style joint. And so like this is the clamp part, and then this is the adapter part that slides in, similar to an Arca Swiss, and then you just clamp it in, you're good to go. So it's another style of quick release. That cold shoe, hot shoe mount is integrated into the top of the Wylie adapter stand thing. So I really like that. I just added some extra parts. These are also in the document I'm sending. This is the cold shoe mount, plate, whatever, adapter. It goes to a 1/4 thread, and it has these two large nuts that you can clamp stuff down with. Very solid. That slides in. This is the base, the cold shoe or hot shoe base. So just picking up some extras of these is a good idea. They were cheap, and I really have been using them a lot. So I could have directly mounted the microphone to the Wylie smartphone adapter, but there would have run into problems. The knob on the Wylie is too close to the hot shoe mount section for this tightening knob on the mic. So that would have been a problem. Also, I wanted to be able to add this extra loop here. This is, and I'll show you the purpose of that in a second. So anyway, I basically just used one of the cold shoe, hot shoe 1/4" screw adapter. This guy, I just put one of these in the Wylie, tighten it down, and then up above, this is an electrical part for it. It goes from, you would clamp a wire into this, and then this it's called a kind of a ring terminal where you can put a 1/4" bolt through there. It just so happened to fit correctly for doing this, so I used it. That was just a nifty way of doing that, so that I could end up with, I just clamped this. This is just a welding rod. It's mild steel welding rod. I would guess it's about an 1/8 inch thick. And all that is for, if you're filming outdoors and it starts to rain, it'd be nice to be able to put something up here to keep your smartphone dry and your microphone dry and all that. So all I do is literally take a piece of cardboard, I poked a hole through it, and that goes, I take this top nut off of the wire mount here, I put the cardboard on, then I put the nut back on, tighten it down, and then I have this nice little cover. You could use this for sun too. If the sun is at a really bad angle, you could, use this. You could use it for that. I've only used it for rain and snow though. Yeah, the cardboard gets wet and eventually droops, but it has worked so far generally. I could get fancier, but I haven't had a need or time to yet. So anyway, that's what that is for. The other thing that it's for, shouldn't have taken that off. The other thing it's for, that it works out really well for, I'm going to put the phone back in here, is just to protect the microphone itself. This red part is the shock mount for the microphone. See how it's bendy? But it'll break if you stress it too much. But look what I can do. I can just lay it right on its face, and the wire here acts kind of like a roll bar to protect the microphone. So see how the microphone still has its shock mount capabilities? It's not actually touching the desk here, the tabletop. So that's been really cool. So this is, again, it's a cold shoe, hot shoe plate on the bottom of that. This is all, I'll just detail the microphone right now. This is a Movo VXR10. Movo VXR10 microphone. It's a shotgun mic. I'll include a link on the in the description below, or in the document that I'm sending you. I'll include a link to the equivalent Rode microphone. There's a comparison video where a guy compares this against the Rode. This is half price, but it produces about the same, or in my opinion, in his opinion, slightly better sound. So anyway, that's the microphone I have and the one I recommend for this kind of setup, this small setup, especially smartphone. But you can do it for a small camera also. So anyway, that's the microphone I use. It mounts here. So this is if I'm in selfie mode. So if I'm looking at the screen right here, I'm looking at it as a monitor. I'm recording with the rear facing, or I guess that's called the front facing lens. Then I also want the microphone pointing at my face. But what if I turn it around? So as you can see, I'm facing the table with the camera right now. I would actually want the microphone switched around the other way. So the benefit is I can do that easily with this setup. I just loosen the hot shoe mount, turn the microphone around, slide it back in, tighten it back up, and there we go. I can still use that wire. If I set it down, it can still protect the microphone, which is kind of handy. But now now I'm filming in that direction, and the microphone is pointing that direction. So the microphone would be aimed at my subject. So you can reverse the microphone. You could loosen this up enough so that you could just freely swivel this microphone around. I don't really want to do that. I want it to stay kind of where I put it. So anyway, that's my setup. The other benefit too is, I'll just go ahead and slide this in. The other benefit to that wire up there is it makes for a handy grab handle. So you can actually use this for, like, if you're doing low stuff, low to the ground, you can just run along holding it from this wire. I've done this, I did this just the other day and it worked really well. So it's not the sturdiest thing, but it does work. So secondary use for that. So anyway, that's the basics of the setup. The only thing additional is this battery. It's just it happens to be a tilt model battery. It's like a 5200 milliamp hour size, and it's just literally velcroed on to the Ulanzi smartphone mount. So that's just literally just a Velcro strap from Lowe's. Strap the battery, get it on as tight as I can, and then the cords, this is the cord that comes with the Movo microphone. If you get the Rode mic, you'll have to get a separate cable for this if you do a smartphone, but I believe it comes with the correct cord for putting it into an actual camera. The Movo comes with both cords though, which is handy. So let's see. So there's I could plug that straight in if if Apple was friendly enough to provide a headphone jack, but no, they weren't. They got rid of it and did the lightning thing, so I have to have an adapter. Likewise, this is just a short USB to lightning cable. Likewise, I could just plug that in straight to the phone to keep it charged and plug the microphone into a headphone jack, but since I don't have a headphone jack, I have to use additional adapters. So this is just a splitter, so it goes from one lightning to two lightnings. So that I just plug in here, and then plug the battery power into one of those slots. Into the other slot goes this little adapter dongle that Apple supplies. Goes from the lightning to a headphone jack. So that goes in my other port of the splitter, and then I plug the microphone cord into that. So now I have the mic going into the splitter, going into the phone, and the power from the battery going into the splitter, going into the phone. So once you get all that plugged in, plugged into each other, then unplug it from the phone and then re-plug it in. So now the phone is like sensing all of that all at once. So it'll work better than plugging it first into the phone and then plugging everything else after it. So plug everything else in and then plug it into the phone, just in case you didn't know that. So I think that pretty much covers it. That's my vlog rig setup. I really like it. I'm sure I'll improve it down the road here and there, but this is the current version and it's really working well for me. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helps. I'll catch you later.